that reality. Sometimes you gotta step back and be the number 2 Indian, the number 3 Indian.
Right.
I'm sorry, let me back up. Native American, or the indigenous person. You know, you got to play that role sometimes. And I think the issue has been that, of course, you know who they call Westbrook, Brody, Westbrick, the whole whatever. He's not holding it down like they thought he would. You know, but you know, it's not necessarily that. I just think they just need a stronger coach that knows exactly how to mesh their skill set as well.
Okay.
You know, because you think about it, it's not always. I'm pretty sure if in a pickup game, oh man, they probably been the best team on the court. But when it comes to an organized, because people don't understand the difference when you play organized basketball as opposed to you playing a pickup game. You know, it's a totally different animal. You know, and I realized that too from when I was younger. You know, and the style is in a sense different.
Right.
It's very different. You know, like I said, in the pickup game, oh man, they're the most awesome team you could probably take on the court with you from from player 1 all day on down to 12, regardless of how good they actually are.
Right. So, I like that. So I'm gonna throw this in there just as like the foundation. Do you think this is an indictment on the AAU program? Because a lot of these guys have played on AAU teams, and that's why they want to come together and play together. Do you think that this shows that AAU is not really as organized as we thought it was?
Yes and no, but you got to keep in mind, even on AAU teams, on the good teams, they had a strong, firm coach that stood his ground and said, hey, this is your role. This is so-and-so. You're always going to have that point person, and which is going to be who? LeBron.
Right.
He's always going to be the focus of the offense and the defense. Okay. You know, but at the same time, everybody knows their role. And I think if they would have done an actual preseason together and sat there and, and figured it out as they were going into the regular season, it probably won't be as bad as it is now. Okay. In a sense.
So, with all that said, who would you trade if you had to make a trade to look at your team right now and say, we'll make the playoffs, but if I want to win a championship, this is the person that...
Trade LeBron. Let me stop. No, we can't trade LeBron. I would say, man, that'd be hard. You see, I would definitely trade Westbrook. I would trade him because, in a sense, you need somebody like Rondo. If you could take Rondo and Westbrook and mesh them as a player, they would be good. They would be on point. But
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul. That's what I thought they should have went after as well, Chris Paul. Because he would have sat there and said, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is what we need to do. This is how we're going to do it.
But you already got him.
Who was that?
LeBron. So
but at the same time, even LeBron realizes he can't always be that guy. Even when he's on the court, you still need somebody on the court that's going to conduct, that's still going to keep the business rolling even when daddy's not at the store.
Okay, I understand that, and you're absolutely right. So the question I have is, do you think LeBron bit off more than he can chew with Westbrook? Like, he looked at Westbrook and said, I can win with him. And I do believe they could work, but I believe the only way they can work if Westbrook had a jump shot.
Yeah, that's a good point. A working jump shot.
A working jump shot. Like, if he had a working jump shot, they'll work because he could play off the ball more.
Right? Or he could, or start him on the second unit.
Right.
But the thing about it,
I like that. Now the second unit, I like
exactly. I would change, second unit, because you can basically run the even though Carmelo ain't gonna do but so much run up and down back and forth.
Hey, Carmelo shot hitting.
But like I said, he can shoot though. That's the thing. That's my man. And then you have, let's say you put Jordan to the White, right. Second unit, whatever. I mean, you can make it work. It's just everybody just gotta buckle down and do their main key roles. Hey, Westbrook, when you are in there with LeBron and this happens, and hey, LeBron is falling flat, maybe you need to pick up the energy until if LeBron can get back into the field of the game,
right?
Allow it to make the game flourish.
Okay. I like that. So we'll transition to the East, right. And a team that, in the East is predicted to go all the way is Brooklyn. And right now,
They don't need him. They don't.
Okay, so you know where I'm going at.
They don't need him. They don't.
Do you?
I'm trying to figure out how he's even in the league. He's a Duke player. They all suck. They whack. Whatever.
Well, first off, he has the best handles ever in history of life.
Right. Handles when he holds pots.
The layup. He can lay. Yes, Cali on with the layups. Okay. Y'all don't get that reference, do you? Gotta look it up. Do you think Brooklyn without Kyrie is actually a better team than with Kyrie? Last year we saw them at least a little bit together.
Yes, I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though Harden is still trying to find a way to get fouls.
That is hilarious to watch. That is very, very funny.
He touched me. Come on, bro. Come on.
Oh, foul.
Exactly.
Yeah. What they gotta do? Commit suicide again?
Exactly. To get a foul. Yeah.
You know?
He got a foul the other night. He was like, "Thank you. Oh, I prayed for this."
I mean, and I think it's because he's actually. And even though Westbrook is trying, Harden is trying to get his shot together, or his scoring,
right?
His thing together, man. He pretty much, because he did it in Oklahoma City when he was with, he was on the team with Kevin Durant.
Off the bench.
Yeah, well, off the bench, but even and even though you got to realize, because I used to watch all them games. When he was in there,
I know he was a better facilitator of the offense.
Right. Exactly. He was a better. Yes.
I always said personally, he's still a sixth man.
Right.
He's just in the league where you can't really do certain things like you used to. But if this was the '90s, he would be a sixth man. Right. Steph Curry would be a sixth man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
The evolution of the game.
Yeah, but he's like I said, his role has he pretty much put him in the position. Once he went to Houston, like he learned, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be the man, and he became that guy. So now he's still that guy, but he's behind that other guy, who is the guy, And
I think that's better for him.
It is.
I think between him and Westbrook, they actually flourished more under Kevin Durant.
Right, and I don't think they understand that, because it took, because one wanted to be, in like Oklahoma City, one wanted to be part of the main starting lineup. The other guy, he wanted to be the man, while the guy that was the man step back, like, you know what, whatever, I just get my shots in and still score my 20 plus points, So I mean, that's just what it is, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I really don't want Kyrie to come back, and I'm a Duke fan. I don't want him to come back because I like their chemistry.
Maybe you should go back to Durham, try again. I don't know.
It's okay.
You can go to Central.
No. He can go back to Durham because we beat the number one team. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That's next week. We're gonna talk about them 7-0 beating number one Gonzaga.
Hey man, stay on topic.
But if you look at the Nets, the way that they're constructed, I like the fact that Patty Mills is shooting the three well.
Right.
They have Marcus Aldridge. They still have Blake Griffin. They still have a good team that knows their role. Do you think that they can challenge Milwaukee and actually come out? I know people are like, well, what about Philly? I don't think Philly.
Nah, Philly's done, man.
I think the Ben Simmons thing done got them down. But
yeah, it's crazy. I think they can. I think Milwaukee has a lot on their plate because now they no longer have PJ Tucker, who was like the lockdown man for the best person on the court.
No points.
Right.
Like he do so much.
And a lot of times, and people. And that's what the game needs a lot more of anyway.
Right.
Because everybody wants to be the guy. Everybody wants to be the focus of the offense, the focus of, hey, when they say Chicago Bulls, I want them to say my name, And there's necessarily have to, and people, the eras are different, because now it's about a brand, regardless if you're on the court or off the court, you have a brand of basketball, you have a brand of, and I think nowadays, the big picture was always the team. And I think that's a lot of people don't understand the issue that the older generation, as they call them, have with the present generation is that they don't, sit back and sometimes play their role. Right. They want to try to determine their role. They want to dictate to the coach what they're going to do,
right?
How they're going to play, how they want to play. And the coach a lot of times is hostage.
Okay, that's fair.
So, I mean, and I think and it happens, as you can see.
Yeah.
Right,
that's fair. Okay, I can give you that. So let's go down to our home state of North Carolina and look at the ladies' man himself, Cam Newton.
That's right.
Back in the building.
That's right.
Superman has done super things for the team. Do you think he can actually pull this team to the playoffs?
I think he can. Will he do it? We don't know. We shall see. You know, he's still a little rusty, whatever, but I think he can get him there. I hope he gets him there. They say it'd be excellent, you know. And then when they try to offer him all this money, stay like, nah, I don't want your money. Keep it. Y'all should have kept me in the first place. You know, y'all shouldn't kick me to the curb.
That's what I want to bring up.
You know what I'm saying? Well, what?
Do you think they should have kept him?
Yeah, they should have kept him. They should have kept him. You know, and I think I think the issue is like when you get these coaches and they watch from the outside looking in and the things they determine about an individual, because I think he made a judgment call. Right. You know, that's based on his judgment, you know, not based on what he knows. And get to, you know, he probably already had in his mind he's going to get rid of Cam because all these say all the press that he was getting, you know, all the attention he was getting, negative or positive. You know, some people don't like that. You know, especially when they come in and they being the new coach, they want to be the head honcho. They want to feel I'm that guy, you know, and I'm going to be that guy that takes us to the top, you know. And like I said, Cam is a big guy with a big presence, regardless of who you are. You think about it. I mean, you think about it. The minute you think about Carolina Panthers, you think about Cam Newton.
He is Carolina.
That's right.
What quarterback they had before him?
I forgot.
Exactly.
And I've been a Carolina fan since the beginning. Like, I went to the Super Bowl maybe, once or twice prior to the time he took us? So,
I think Kerry Kittles.
No, it's Kerry. Let's stop. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not. We'll
we did have the highest paid backup player ever in history, Chris Winkie.
Winkie, yeah. I do remember him.
Yeah, and we did invent the Wildcat. People don't realize that Carolina invented the Wildcat.
Oh, okay.
Because Chris Winkie couldn't throw a pass down the field, so they would start two backs in the backfield during the game.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, if you look at film, like they would take him out the game and just have a two back and just push it through like that, and then they'll bring him in and do something stupid. But I like the fact that they brought Cam back. I do hate the fact that they let him go, and the reasons why they let him go. You brought up an interesting point where you say his presence. And, you know, in the media, that's all they talk about is Cam presence.
Right.
So how do you turn that down? Like, how do you say I'm going to reduce myself when it's myself that got me here?
How you dial it back? No, you don't. You're not supposed to, because that's what brings people. Because you think about it, the owners thinking about the people that come see the game, people that buy the merchandise, and the people that's going to sponsor the games. And you think they probably lost some money sponsors after because Darnold ain't gonna lie. Darnold did his thing in the beginning. We was like, okay, we on to something with Darnold. First 3-4 games, we was making way, but then, you know, he was just back to the regular Sam Darnold, you know, downhill buffoonery, if you want to call it. I don't know what they say. It's nothing. It wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. And I am glad that they called Cam up and said, hey, come on back home, big dog, you know, come make some more babies.
Yeah. we know his favorite strip club. That's all we know.
That's what I'm saying, though. Come on. Right, he probably there right now closing it. You know, he closing it down. Probably about to open up in another couple hours or so, man.
We can rock the same hat.
Wow, really?
But I like the fact that they did bring him back, and I like the fact that Christian McCaffrey is healthy.
Right.
And I think that's going to help him. And
yeah.
In running game, you literally have two backs and one that can actually throw. You got some decent receivers. For the first time, I think, in Cam's career since Steve Smith, he actually has people he could throw to. And I think we forget about that with quarterbacks like Cam Newton. It's the fact that they usually don't build teams for them. It's rare that you see them build teams for them. They pretty much put them on teams and say, you make things happen.
Yeah.
And look at Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, that.
And he's like, you know, he's crying. He
should have left.
But they came with me, you know, and I think that's what the issue with a lot of running style quarterbacks or quarterbacks with big personalities is that they give them the team and they don't give them the resources to actually maintain that team. Because if you look at Lamar Jackson, I mean, Baltimore offense is garbage. Despite what we think, their offense is garbage.
You think so?
Yeah. His receiving core is subpar.
But he makes it happen, though.
That's my point. Make it happen. In the offseason, you didn't think about throwing as much money as you could. Odell was running around just crying, and you didn't say, let me get him.
Right.
Like, you literally bypassed all these receivers because you think he could go ahead and carry, or he could do what he could do. And I think that's the problem with a lot of running style quarterbacks. They get that, then when they don't win, cut them. But Sam Darnold, garbage at 101.
He's got
Mark Sanchez, garbage 101. Colt McCoy, garbage 101. Geno Smith, garbage 101. All on together could teach a class on how to fail as a quarterback. Always get jobs. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't think Geno was garbage. Geno was pretty decent.
Yes.
He was all right.
College matters.
He went to college.
And it mattered. That's why we think he's decent.
He's decent, man. Don't do Geno that way.
I'm not going to do him like that because I was there with him on draft night when he got drafted in the second round. He was pissed. I watched that. I saw him.
He'd be all right, but he got drafted, though.
And
that's all that matters. Did you get drafted that night?
No.
Okay, then.
I wanted to.
But you didn't.
Okay, I'm put on 20 pounds and be out there running. Carolina having tryouts.
Good luck with that one.
Y'all don't remember when they used to have tryouts like that.
Yeah, open tryouts. Yeah.
So let's go down to Tampa real quick and look at Tom Brady.
All right.
And what he has amassed over his 20 years in the league. Do you think he can go down as the greatest football player of all time? And that's what they're saying now, the greatest football player.
I don't know about that. Okay. Because what does encompasses football player like? Because he won so many Super Bowls?
I guess they say rings matter. I say you should always take rings out. I always say don't put championship rings in any picture. Right.
I think because if you look at it, he's not the most athletic. Because he wasn't the fastest. He definitely wasn't the strongest. He was intelligent to in a sense. You know, he could because Belichick wouldn't have be in the status he was if it weren't for him executing the offense. Even though he designed it, he executed it perfectly in a sense. But I don't know about the greatest football player ever because I think it requires more physical attributes that he didn't have whatsoever.
Okay. Do you think that there could ever be?
Or that were weakened at if he can
you can have that title as the greatest football player? Like, can that actually be, like basketball is different. You could say this player is great because they usually do more than just score.
Right.
But on football, like, you're really divided. Like, if you're a quarterback, you're not tackling. You're not catching the ball hardly. So
that's what I'm saying.
Can you really give that title out?
No, you really can't give him that title.
Okay.
Maybe if he got 3 interceptions, he tackled somebody, but you might be there. But no, it doesn't. Like I said, I think it's more on their physical. Like I said, in the beginning, they weren't the best, and he's gotten better, but it's not better than. Can you say he's better than Jerry Rice?
No. And Jerry Rice, to me, I'm a 49ers fan.
Right. That's what I think about it. A lot of people consider him the greatest football player in history.
He has the greatest hands I've ever seen.
Physical, faster. He's probably.
As a receiver, he wasn't that fast, but he is.
He's faster than Tom Brady.
He is faster than Tom Brady. Tom Brady is slow.
Right.
He's like a Volkswagen Beetle.
Right, and he kept himself in shape from the beginning until the end of his career.
I'll give him that.
Tom Brady probably waited until 5 years into his career. Maybe he actually started working on his body, eating the avocado ice cream. Call LeBron.
Him and LeBron sleep in the same chamber that Michael used to have. I don't know about that.
No, I didn't know about that.
T.O. had one too. That's how he came back from a broken leg in 3 weeks. Check the stats. T.O. came back from a broken leg, split in half. 3 weeks later, he playing in the Super Bowl. No wonder he mad at Donovan.
Donovan wanted to be drunk that day. He was celebrating the win before he actually won the game. No, stay off Donovan.
All right, no problem. So when we look at quarterbacks, and if you could build a quarterback, how would you build a quarterback? Like, what would be important to you for a quarterback? Like, to run your offense?
Accuracy.
Okay.
Good head for the game. Okay. Good feels head for the game. You gotta be the fastest, but definitely be the quickest. You know what I mean by people mean, well, there's a difference between being quick and being fast.
That's true.
And very physically able to take a shot, take a hit, and it's not. I mean, durable, very fit, durable physically.
Okay.
6'2", 6'3", at least.
Oh, yeah. So you height bias?
Hell yeah.
I'm called Russell.
Call Russell. Okay. Cause he probably buy the same shoes Tom Cruise buy. You know, he got cleats instead though. So I mean, to see over the you know, cause I mean you also can look at what's your guy from that just retired from the Saints.
Oh, you talking about Drew Brees?
Yeah, he wasn't so tall. So I mean, I can understand that, but you asked me my ideal.
No. I respect that because
you know, so sort of like you say in a sense, kind of the height of Lamar, you know, arm strength of Michael Vick. Maybe like a head for the game like Peyton, you know, but all that put together, basically we could say in a sense like your boy,
Colin Kaepernick?
No.
Just crap on him. Know what? You built a quarterback that was.
Well, I might as well say Cam Newton.
That's what I was about to say. You actually built Cam Newton,
right.
Except for the fact that nobody set Cam Newton down and taught him how to read.
Right.
If you taught him how to read, he would have been great. But the attributes that you actually describe as actually Cam Newton, he's big, he's physical, he has the arm strength. People don't realize when his rookie season, he set some records throwing the ball. Like he started out the game with 400 yards. He notched the ball.
I think he already had 1,000 yards before the third or fourth game throwing.
But the problem was he only had one receiver.
Right. Well, he caught the ball every time.
He did catch it though. Steve Smith.
That's the man. That's our GOAT.
Yeah.
That's our GOAT.
Build a statue of him outside the stadium.
Need to.
Him and Cam.
That's right.
You know what I mean, Cam? That's all you see when you come to the stadium.
That's what it's going to be.
That's what it means.
Exactly. It's going to be. All right.
So, in this short time period, I'm asking this one important question. This is a very important question, and it's going back to basketball.
Right.
Have you ever bought a Kwame Brown jersey?
Yeah, remember, I bought it for you, my guy.
Why would you buy it for me?
So you could wear it.
Why?
He was your favorite player at the time.
Have you ever bought Kwame Brown sneakers?
Remember I bought the sneakers to match for you, dog. I got you. You gonna wear yours next week, right? Next.
When you was playing video games, was Kwame Brown ever in your starting lineup?
He was in your starting lineup, though.
Okay. All right. So we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to the show.
You like how I did that, right?
I like that.
Don't do that. Leave that man alone, man. Leave that guy alone.
Thank you for tuning in to the show.
Mama's cooking, damn it.
Mama's cooking, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you to 2xposu.com. Thank you to Del Rey. Thank you to all the other shows. Please check us out on the network. Check us out on all our platforms from Facebook all the way to